What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. Today we are continuing with the C5 lighting mod upgrades. So far we have done every single exterior light of the car except for the headlights because we have headlights being built, so hopefully within the next couple weeks we will have them. But today we're going to work on every single interior light of the car because man are they boring, yellow, and very, very dull. So like I said, so far we did the front corner lights from Vet Lights, nice bright and LED. Those are the daytime runners. And the turn signals, they do have a switchback function when you do turn signals. No headlights yet, just because they are in the process of being built still. Come around to the back of the car, we have the side marker lights, which look pretty sick to me. All four brake and turn signal lights. The fifth brake light, which obviously doesn't light up until you hit the brakes. The license plate lights up underneath, and we did the reverse lights right here, which are currently not on because the car is not in reverse. But today, like I said, we're going to do every single interior light that is offered on this car. All lights, of course, from Vet Lights. That is exactly who like all these lights are from right now, Vet Lights. And so as you can see, we have map lights, cargo lights, hood lights, footwell lights, glove box light, we have doors, heads up display, and dick, which I'm not really sure where these go yet. I think process of elimination, we'll find out. But if I shut all the shop lights out real quick, we'll see exactly how dark, well, the lights are. Shutting all the shop lights out, these look freaking sick. But either way, like if I open the door of the car, bam, open the door of the car, you can see just how kind of old school. Here, actually, let me shut those off so that way. So you can see how dark it is in the car right now. Footwell lights, of course, the map lights up top. You can see how dark it is in the back. Those are the trunk lights, of course. There is a light in here, which we will be replacing. And then the coolest thing is, that was the leather seat, not myself. The coolest thing is, we even got lights to replace right here on the door panels to make these nice white and bright. And then we also have the lights right here to make this tree all nice and white and bright as well. So I think the plan is, for right now, I'm going to replace literally one side of everything, with the exception of the glove box, because there's only one glove box, and that tree light. One side of everything, just to see how much brighter it is. They should all be pretty easy, with the exception of, I'm not sure exactly how difficult it's going to be to get these door panels off. And then I do think I got to pull a lot of the dash pieces to get to that, but we'll do those ones last, of course. So pretty much we're just going to start plugging some lights in. Oh, I also got the hood light. Hood light. Somewhere. I also got the hood light. We might as well do that one first. So actually, I can't get the hood light to work currently, so I can't give you a good before and after, but we're gonna put the hood light in, put half of all these in, see what it looks like, put the rest in, and honestly call it a day, go from there. So shout out Vet Lights.
10 seconds later.
So real quick, guys, wrapping up the passenger side, did all the lights. I say normally every light is always gonna be like pretty self-explanatory. Like the footwell lights, they unplug, they go in. This unplugs, goes in. The glove box unplugs, goes in. The back one unplugs, goes in. That's all easy. So I'm doing the door panel ones now. So honestly, I figured I'd reach out real quick. You literally pry up from here to pull the door panel buttons out. You undo the clip. These I just feel kind of interesting, so I figured I would share. So this is the door panel, lock, unlock, and then your window. And then in the back on like the passenger side, there's two lights, and they just kind of screw out. Camera don't want to focus, they screw out. And so that's going to be these, the ones that say doors here. So as you can tell, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So a pretty good assumption would say 2 go here, 5 go in the driver's side. We'll do the driver's side obviously like next, but these little LEDs, they go in and just screw in. They just screw in like that there, and then literally just plug this guy back in. So obviously nothing crazy. I just kind of wanted to share this since it was a little bit different than literally just pulling a bulb out, putting a bulb in. Alright guys, I can officially say we got one side of everything completely done. So let me shut the lights off in the garage. Way darker because it's actually dark outside, but you can see the shop light there. So here's the car. Let me open the door. And that's kind of night and day, man. So if I get a good look like this, You see the LED floor mat light versus this LED not. Well, this not LED. You can see the difference in the mirror lights right there. In the back, you can see that light versus that light. If you can see this door, that door panel is now all white LED, where this one is currently still yellow. And obviously I didn't do that yet, so I still gotta do that. So either way, I wanted to try to show you guys like a comparison, if you will. You can see how clean, bright, and nice that is versus how yellow and old school this is. So hopefully this serves as like a decent, I guess a decent comparison. Here's like your yellow doors versus that nice white LED door. So either way, I'm gonna try to do the rest real fast and show you guys like a final product.
A few moments later.
All right, instrument cluster is out of the car, so we can replace these lights and the light right here. Turns out, I figured heads-up display, of course, HUD. I don't have the heads-up display, so these are 4 lights that I could hopefully put somewhere else. DIC, I finally figured what this is. This is like driver indication control. DIC is what all this stuff is, these gauges. And I actually found out while tearing everything apart that the traction control light has a light, so I replaced one of those. And the trunk light also has a light right there. So hopefully after replacing the one light here, and there's 3 lights behind here, hopefully I actually have enough that I could fill those in, because that would be awesome. So believe it or not, this wasn't as hard to take out as I thought it would be. I'll show you here in a second. But we got the 1 light for this side, and then the 3, you can probably see them in there, the 3 for the other side. I'm not exactly sure how to get to that yet, but like I said, it was a lot easier to get the dash out of the car than I thought it was going to be. I didn't do like any kind of instructional video or anything like that. Honestly, I will link the 2 videos that I watched and found super helpful to get the dash out of the car. I thought this was going to take me like 2 hours. It legit took me about 20 minutes to take this entire dash apart. So very happy with that. Like I said, I'll link the videos down below to the videos that I actually watched to get to this point. So legit, I'm just going to replace these lights. Like I said, hopefully I have enough to put in here. I already put one in the traction control light, but there's still like an open spot, so I'm not sure what that is. And I'll put these in. I'm going to put the entire car back together, and then I'll show you all the lights lit up, you know, nice bright white and LED. So stay tuned. Alright guys, that was a lot easier once again than I thought it was going to be. This side pretty easy just because it was literally right there. This side not as easy, but still wasn't as bad. I thought I was going to have to take all this apart, but honestly I just used my freaking dental tools and like my picks basically, and I got inside. You know, just use these to get inside, twist the little ones out, put the new ones in. And then I had 1 light left over that I ended up using for the trunk light. And like I said, I had a light left over already for the traction control light. There's 1 more light here, and I'm not sure what it even does because I only have a traction control button. I assume maybe that's probably set up for guys that have, I guess, another feature, different suspension on like the Z06s. So I just put the original back in because I have no more lights to put in. Like these are for the heads-up display, but they're a lot smaller. Can't see. Either way, those are a lot smaller. So gonna get the dash back in the car, test it out, make sure it works, and then honestly put everything back together. I'll show you the final results and we'll call it a day. Alrighty guys, moment of truth. All the lights are now in the car, and like I said, the dash was not as bad as I expected it to be. So, oh, trunk is open. Trunk is closed. All right, gonna shut the last light out real quick. You can see it gets super, super dark. Open the door of the car. Look how much better that is. That is sick, and that is a hell of a difference. Door lights, all LED. Let me climb in here. Footwell, LED. You got tons of LED up here. These are now LED. This is now LED. I have even, you can't see it because these are on, traction control light is now LED. Footwell, and then we got the trunk lights in the rear, also freaking LED. Honestly, that just cleaned this up so much nicer and so much better. I personally think it looks good, and yeah, I mean, you don't have that orange yellow glow anymore. You have nice bright white LED lights, which personally, one of my favorites. Look at that. Look how clean that looks compared to how orange and yellow. There you go. Look how good that looks. That looks good. That brings this car right back up to 2023 speed. I, of course, also did the hood light and the glove box light, but I just didn't show you guys for some reason. But now, every single light on this car is LED, and every single LED on this car is from Vette Lights. Shout out Vette Lights. Actually, I just got shipping confirmation for the headlights, so we'll be doing a headlight review installation here soon. And that's gonna wrap the entire exterior and, I guess, interior of the car up, getting this thing completely updated with LED lights. So, I hope you liked the video. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, join the family, join the Corvette content. I apologize for my truck, guys, because I know I've been putting out a hell of a lot of Corvette videos, and just the way it goes. So, peace.